Oxford's most committed commuter, the headless search for George Napier. Good evening, history hounds and ghoul-chasers. Tonight we turn our gaze to the handsome but sadly dismembered ghost of Oxford, the Blessed George Napier. Now, George Napier wasn't a drunken don or a heartbroken student. He was a serious man, a Catholic priest executed for treason back in 1610. His punishment was the truly awful hanging, drawing and quartering, a process so complicated it sounds less like a judicial sentence and more like a macabre cooking show. The grim spectacle over, his remains were dispersed around Oxford to serve as a warning. His limbs were nailed to the city gates, and his head, well, his head was proudly displayed on a pike, possibly atop the Tom Gateway at Christ Church. Here's where the haunting turns into a bizarre, centuries-long game of find the head. Napier's friends managed to surreptitiously recover his torso and limbs, a feat of grave-robbing coordination that would make a logistics manager weep with pride. But try as they might, they could not secure the head. It was gone. Did a hungry scavenger get it? Did a tipsy student steal it as a prank? We don't know. And frankly, neither does George. And so, his spectral career began. George Napier is famous for being Oxford's most dedicated commuter. He's the original Phantom Cavalier, not charging into battle but simply riding out from his old home near Temple Farm, usually on Christmas Eve, in a phantom coach drawn by spectral horses. Imagine the scene. It's a quiet, misty night in Oxford. The last students are stumbling home. Suddenly they hear the ghostly clatter of hooves, and a coach streaks by, driven by a man whose shoulders meet empty air. He's not screaming in torment, he's just looking. He's the world's most determined headless shopper, eternally running errands for his missing piece. You have to admire the commitment. 400 years on, and George is still searching. He's got the whole rest of his body back, but he won't rest until he's found that final, elusive item. So, the next time you're near Christ Church or wandering down Banbury Road late at night and you hear the muffled sound of a very old-fashioned carriage, remember George Napier. He's probably just pulling over to check under a bush. And if you happen to spot an old skull with a serious expression and a few mossy bits clinging to it, do the decent thing. Point the phantom coach in the right direction. After all, a man's just trying to put his head together. Thank you.